Welcome to the course on Performance Review. This is Mark. He is the sales manager at the dealership. And this is Lucas, who also works at the same dealership in the sales department. They have worked together for years, but now Mark is getting promoted and Lucas is going to take his place as the sales manager. Hey Lucas, good morning. Good morning, Mark. How is the day going? It is a great day today because I have a news for you. Come, let us talk in my office. Is everything all right? Yes, have a seat. So, the big news is that I am getting promoted and you are going to be taking my place as the sales manager. Oh, that is great news. Congratulations. But do you think I can handle this role? Yes, absolutely. Let me break it down and explain the details. As a sales manager, your responsibility is to get work done from your team in a way that they stay motivated. You achieve your targets and eventually ensure dealership profitability. Your team is a diverse set of people holding roles such as product master, select specialist, host, fleet specialist, and delivery. The better your people perform, better are the sales numbers. To enable your people to perform better every day, you must conduct regular performance reviews. Performance review process evaluates individual as well as team efficiency and effectiveness. As a sales manager, you first identify your team's core strengths and then recognize their areas of improvement. This helps you to take corrective measures. You manage your team by analyzing key performance indicators such as inquiries generated, test drives offered, conversion rates, and bookings made. Observe how product masters perform on floor and interact with customers. Guide them so that they improve. Conduct hand-holding sessions with your team members to help them understand how they can improve on their performance. Try to utilize their existing skills and capabilities to their advantage by allocating suitable responsibilities. Lay down a career progression pathway to keep your team members motivated. As your team gains clarity on their career path, you empower them fully in their current role. This will help you evaluate their performance fairly. However, you should be there to guide them in need, but the ownership of the work lies with the product master. That sounds good, but when do you conduct performance reviews? There are several opportunities for you to utilize performance reviews to your advantage. Morning and evening meeting with the team. Daily morning meetings are conducted with the sales team where you set their sales activities. The morning meetings help you to set the agenda for the day, and your sales team gains clarity on their daily sales goals and delivery tasks. In the evening meeting, you review the performance of individuals by tracking if they have achieved their daily target. Weekly meeting with the team. Weekly review meetings are conducted on the last day of the week in which you evaluate the weekly performance of your people and establish targets for the next week. This also enables you to adjust your sales approach according to your weekly progress. Monthly review. In the monthly review meeting, you discuss and evaluate whether the monthly targets of inquiries, sales and allied services have been achieved, and by how much it is lacking or exceeding. The monthly review helps to determine realistic target setting for the next month. Mid-year performance review. After 6 months, you evaluate every team member's performance to understand where they lack and if their performance can be improved with training. It also serves as an avenue for you to motivate your team to improve or maintain their performance. Annual review meeting. At the end of every year, you evaluate your sales team's overall performance. This is an opportunity for you to reward and recognize the best performing individuals. This also enables you to evaluate your performance as the sales manager and determine goals for the next year. You use these opportunities to review the performance of your team. I see, but how do you keep track of their performance? That is a good question. There should be a dedicated space in the dealership to use Visual Monitoring Control, VMC, which is daily updated by your team. It enables you as well as your team to keep a visual track of their performance. Oh, so that's how you conduct performance review and keep track of your team's performance. Thanks a lot, Mark. I will get going then. Wait, Lucas. Let me tell you something more about how to conduct these meetings. Follow these do's and don'ts for your daily review meetings. If your team is lacking on set targets, motivate them with an encouraging word to get the best out of your team. For example, if one of your team members has achieved more than their target, praise them. On the other hand, if a team member is struggling to achieve their targets, counsel them in private and help them solve the problems they are facing. Make your review meetings a two-way process. This helps your people to share their knowledge or experiences. For example, if a team member has handled a difficult case, ask them to share their experience and how they dealt with the challenges. If your people are struggling with some activity, offer your support. Your team expects you to solve their problems and empower them to perform better. During the performance review, if you notice that an individual is struggling on a specific KPI, then you arrange for their training and guidance. Ask your team to give you feedback on processes, tools, or any other problem that they may face. Your openness towards receiving feedback will facilitate your team to share their problems and other important inputs with you. These are the do's of daily review meetings. What are the don'ts? Remember, do not blame and reprimand your team members for the sales targets. If your team member is lagging on their sales targets, do not criticize their abilities. Rather look at it as a problem and try to find real reasons to solve it. Most of the people do not like to work under pressure, but building the pressure is a tricky tool. If you put healthy pressure on your team, most of them tend to perform better. However, if you put too much pressure, your team will suffer, and they will not be able to achieve their targets. Threatening your team brings down their morale. As humans, we desire certainty, hence nobody wants to work where their next day is uncertain. Your team will suffer in such circumstances, and the people dynamics will deteriorate. Do not doubt the sincerity of the feedback that you receive from your team. If your team provides you any feedback or shares a problem that they face, they expect you to solve it. So, here's a quick glance of do's and don'ts of daily review meetings. Remember, there are various opportunities to review the performance of your team. Adherence to these guidelines will aid you to improve your team's performance. Thanks a lot for all this information. I will make sure that I follow your instructions and skyrocket my sales numbers. Thank you so much once again. You're welcome, Lucas. Thank you.